Cheers! Welcome to Movie Bitches! Retro Review episode 36.
Double D!
Tonight we're reviewing Elvira, Mistress of the Dark.
Elvira, Mistress of the Dark.
Oh, we have to get into character.
Yeah, exactly.
We like wash our cars with the tip.
Oh my god, that scene.
Get some tassels up here, pasties.
Yep. First things first, shout out to our wine sponsor, Wink.
Yes.
Try wink.com/moviebitches. You get $22 off your first month of wine.
Ooh.
Or cider for the holidays, for fall.
Yes.
They have hard cider and some other stuff.
Some orange wine.
Yes. Orange. It says right here, dessert wine.
It says right here, it is a dessert wine.
Your tits are almost as big as Winona.
No one's jugs
These are bigger than Annette's.
Nobody's jugs are bigger than Annette's.
The Grease Retro Review is coming. Get excited about it.
This is a special episode. It's the beginning of Shocktober. And we started a poll on Patreon to let the patrons decide. You all voted, and the winner was Elvira,
Mistress of the Dark.
Mistress of the Dark. I'm surprised that there hasn't been another one.
Yeah.
I would think you could do like a Netflix original kind of situation.
Don't we have enough of those? Netflix like rebooting Pee Wee Herman, etc.
Fair.
Etc.
Fair.
Here for it? Yes. Would I rather just go see Elvira's show in Vegas? Yes. That's really what I want.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
The time has come. Ugh. It's like I'm birthing this thing. Holy shit. Okay. Oh, I feel like I'm
Right? Oh.
free.
Oh.
The temperature rose.
Right? It was getting
there.
warm.
It was
That
just, I was like,
It was getting warm, and I was like, and it's time. So please make sure to subscribe, click that thumbs up button, comment, share, whole.
And if you want to be part of our next poll deciding what retro review we're going to do, then head on over to our Patreon page. Check it out.
Yeah, sign up. We really appreciate it. The support means everything. So thank you.
So we watched Elvira, Mistress of the Dark last night. Now, I had never seen this movie. Shocker. I know.
I still can't get over it.
But I've seen it now.
Yes.
You know, I haven't seen every movie.
I know. As shocking and hard to believe as it is.
But particularly this one, which is so, like,
Sure.
campy and cult and all the things
You
I
would
love.
think, yes.
I don't know how it escaped me, but it never happened. But
I mean, I hadn't seen it until like 8 years ago or something. It's
Sure,
not
sure.
like I'd grown up with it for whatever reason. I really enjoy this movie.
oh, it's fabulous.
I mean, it is a classic.
Yes.
Obviously, apparently it's RuPaul's favorite movie.
I'm not surprised.
Not really, especially how often it's
How's your
quoted
head?
and brought up.
How's your head?
I haven't had any complaints yet.
You know what I did think?
What?
I love the cast. Edie McClure, amazing. Everyone's really funny in it. Kurt Fuller shows up. He's the bad guy from Wayne's World. He was like the real estate agent
Yes.
guy.
Yeah.
But like, kind of missed opportunity. Agnes Moorehead. I mean, she may have been dead at this point. I don't know when she died. But like, if she was alive,
Sure.
Agnes Moorehead.
Love that.
right?
But as a who?
As the spirit of her Aunt Morgana. I don't know.
Love that, yes.
Oh, hey. And she's like a little catty, like she lives up in the attic, like, oh, hey, what's up?
Yeah. Oh, love that. Well, and you know, it's funny, in this watch, what was it? Chastity Pariah?
Miss Chastity Pariah.
She was fine. She was good.
Edie McClure?
Oh, is that who it is?
Yeah.
That's who you're talking about?
Yeah.
Great. She was fine. But I also was thinking, like, it was giving me a little Serial Mom. And I would have really loved that.
Now, see, I really like this movie. I thought it was really funny and hilarious and culty and all of the above. But I think with a different director, and I don't remember who directed this, but like because they wanted Tim Burton, but he was doing Beetlejuice. But like had a Tim Burton or John Waters directed this, I think it would be exponentially more cinematically satisfying. Where this is like a hilarious showcase of Elvira and all of her talents, and it's fabulous and it's campy and I love it. But like that would be the next step up.
I agree. This is super fun, and it's like it is a showcase of her and her talents. It's a little homespun.
It feels like a TV movie.
Yes.
Like the best TV movie ever made, but like it just has that. There's not quite a creative voice behind the camera.
Yes.
Adding to the fabulous stuff that she's already doing. So I was like, oh shit, if John Waters had, I mean, always, but I mean.
But like, yes, right? Oh, I think it would just take it to like the next level. It could have been the best movie ever made.
And then Ricki Lake is her like little teenage protege.
And she learns the ways, and then by the end, she's just like all
She's got
dressed
her
in black.
tits
And
out.
yes.
She's fighting people with her tits.
Oh my god, I love it. Should we talk about her tits?
I mean
they're a
they
prominent
are. I feel
feature.
like they're co-stars.
Yes.
Right. I
Yeah.
mean they should be billed separately.
Yes.
Right? I love all of the boob jokes of just like washing my windshield
Oh
with
my
the
God.
tits and just like smashing it up
Yeah.
against this and just, oh my god, it's so good.
Or like who's the old guy that she talks to or whatever, and then she just starts walking away, and he goes, "Nice tits."
Nice tits.
Nice tits.
He's the guy who fixed her car.
Yeah.
Who may have been Haw Guy.
It's me! It's Haw Guy!
I was like, who's that? Oh, it's the gas station guy. It's me,
Not
Haw
the gas
Guy.
station, the garage guy.
The garage guy.
The gas station guy is dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
Those will kill you.
So good. I feel like Elisa Kudrow could really showcase a movie with this sense of humor.
Yes, absolutely.
I don't know what exactly is forming in my mind.
This
but
is this is her style of like Lisa Kudrow definitely is this type of humor,
right?
Which I really find it's so cheesy, so fun, so
Like
I mean
when
it
the
just
right
cracks
person's
me up.
doing it,
Yes.
it's like perfect.
Yes, and Elvira certainly is that. Where
I mean,
she's just,
can we talk about? I mean, she looks
Oh.
the same.
it's insane.
I'm not just saying that.
No.
Like you could be like, oh, RuPaul looks great. RuPaul does look great. You can tell Elvira looks the same. It's insane.
Yeah. So do her tits. I don't know how they haven't sagged.
I mean, some kind of miracle science.
Hey girl, you're gonna put somebody's eyes out with those things.
I hope it's not yours.
Well, but we start. I mean, it's very Ed Wood. We start, and I mean, which is apropos because Vampira and Elvira. Vampira, Elvira, the B movies, all of this stuff. But we start, and it's this 50s cheesy B movie.
Yes.
Now, I really couldn't quite tell if this was something they had produced to make it look like a 50s cheesy B movie, or if it was actually one. If it is actually one, I want to watch it. Please let me know what it is.
I think it might actually be one.
Because it was like just on the edge.
And I don't think they had the budget for it.
To
make
film that.
Yeah.
I'll see you in hell first.
But it was like right on the edge of this might be a joke.
Right.
Like an aware of itself joke.
Right.
It's like a perfect parody of those movies. I don't know. Please let me know because I want to know.
You know what else could be fun?
What?
Is either live events where she does this, where she just hosts bad movies and sits on a couch looking like Elvira and being fat and fabulous.
Does a Flashdance routine?
I mean, yes.
We'll get into it. I want to talk about that.
But like, I mean, I would go see that show.
Yeah.
They should do like a Cinespia.
Ooh.
Either
Yes.
just of Elvira, but
Of the
also
movie, yes.
if she were there to like do like, ooh, and now we're gonna introduce this, and it's
Here's
just
my
like,
chaise lounge.
right,
and
and
my
I'm just
microphone.
gonna sit here and talk. Love it.
Yeah.
I would pay money for that.
Absolutely. Take my money.
Yeah.
Every man she encounters, except for Bob, attempts to assault her.
Yes.
Milking time!
She steps on his foot with her heel, and I really wanted it to like a switchblade to come out of the heel and stab him in
Well,
the foot.
especially given later how piercing the shoes are, we find out.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Excuse me, I hurt my foot earlier and my shoe is filling with blood.
You excuse me? I cut my foot before and my shoe is filling up with blood.
No, I would have liked that to be more than just like, oh, my foot. Yeah,
I mean,
just like,
I get it, but like I was like, it was such a good like insert shot. I was like, oh yeah, can't wait for the but it was still great.
yeah, the stabbing. Could you imagine walking on like fuck stilettos? It's not even. It's like knife
points?
tips. Yeah, they just break.
I'm sure that's like gonna be in one of those Kingsman movies. Oh my gosh, did you see the new trailer?
No.
So like, it was such a long con.
Is this the second one or the third one?
So it's the third one, but it's a prequel. So the whole trailer, and then it's like Ray Fiennes and Jaimin Hansu, and it's like the Four Feathers or something. Like it's very like The Man Who Would Be King, like old timey weapons, and I don't know how to explain it other than like.
So this is like the beginning of
Yeah, but like so I'm watching like, oh, what's this like kind of like intriguing
Period.
war drama with Ray Fiennes? Like this feels so wrong, but is this a Kingsman movie? And then it like came up and it was like Kingsman Origins or I don't even remember, and I was like, what?
I only saw the first one and I hated it.
I saw the first one and I also hated it, did not like it.
Yeah.
It didn't click with me.
No.
It was the kind of grotesque banality of violence that upsets me.
Yes.
And so I get why people like it, but I, like, at the end of the big, long one take of Colin Firth killing everyone in that church
Right.
and the head exploding, this and that, I was in the theater horrified and people clapped and I was like, oh, this is definitely the wrong film for me. Like, people were like, yes, as if someone had just done something like fabulous.
Right.
I mean, it was like a one-er. No, it wasn't even a one-er. They hid a bunch of edits in it, so I don't even. Anyway.
What were we talking about?
Her boss, the knife.
Oh,
Kingsman.
yes, yeah.
Stiletto knife.
Yeah.
I would like to see Violet Chachki in knife
Yes.
heels, and they could find a way to make it like safe. You know.
Right.
I mean, obviously it's not going to be like a knife,
A
but
knife.
like.
Looks like a knife.
And then with the waist and the Betty Page and the whole.
Sure.
Yes. Yes.
Sure.
With maybe the corset that has the little knife.
Yeah, oh my god, I love the silly. Gotcha.
Well, you're gonna enjoy this even more.
I cut you, Meng.
She's stabbing.
Thanks, Yaz.
Oh, well, that's time. I mean, more Grease. Kaneki.
I know! So the credits were rolling, I was like, oh, Jeff Conway's in this movie. And I really thought, because this is post-Grease, post-Taxi, I thought he would have a bigger part that made more sense. I was like, oh, he must be her love interest.
No.
Because he's the only name.
Sure.
Really. I mean, Edie McClure, but like, I feel like Jeff Conway's more famous than her. So I was fully expecting a different thing from him, and he was just one of the henchmen.
Yeah. It's not like he's John Travolta.
No, but like, enough to play Bob.
I don't think he has the look for Bob.
Kaneki, Jeff Conway, seems more like the kind of guy Elvira would go for. Because I have some questions about Bob.
I'm Bob. Bob Redding.
Sure. I think that was the point. It's like, oh, we gotta pick that real Americana, like...
I mean, he was just Rock Hudson from All That Heaven Allows. He
With the
was
flannel.
like the flannel and the jeans and the like...
But he didn't have the charm of Rock Hudson.
No. I mean, Bob was a dud. Let's just call it here. Bob was
He's
a dud.
cute enough.
I found him to not be charismatic.
Well, because he can't be. The whole point is that no one can outshine Elvira.
Not that they have to outshine her, but just he was such a dud to me. He had like 2 lines where he was like, I love that you're different. That
Sure.
You don't go with the norm. But he was so norm.
Yes.
And he didn't like then come out of his norm.
Not particular. Well, I guess a little, but not particularly.
So anyway, I just was
No, I get it.
underwhelmed.
Well, it
with
seemed
that.
like, why is she falling in love with him? You know, if it was just like, oh, sure, like, you'll do for tonight in this tiny town.
That's what I thought. Like,
And that, I guess that's kind of how it happened, but then maybe
She
because
was
he
still-
was nice
I don't-
to her.
I don't know.
He didn't try and sleep with her immediately.
I did love, I was reading the trivia about the movie, and apparently like a really young Brad Pitt tried out to be one of the teenagers, and Elvira decided not to cast him because she said he was too cute and she would not have gone for Bob. She would have wanted to fuck him instead, so it just wouldn't have worked.
It wouldn't.
And then apparently on his casting notes, she just wrote yum yum under his name. Yummy yum. That story tells me that the script wasn't necessarily tailored to this thoughtful, oh, and this is why she likes Bob, because
Sure,
et cetera, et cetera.
sure.
It was like, who's the best around?
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
Anyway, the plot starts. She needs money just to self-finance her show.
Yes, she has to
how
contribute.
much money was the Flamingo putting up?
Right? She's come up with 50 grand, and luckily, or not, who knows? Well, it ends up being lucky.
All I have to do is come to Falwell, Massachusetts for the reading of the will, and I'll pick up my inheritance. Is that timing or what?
Well, I love this fantasy number.
This Wheel of Fortune.
Yes.
The money!
The Price is Right.
No, but then when they showed the showcase,
That's
it
Price
was
is Right.
Price is Right. They used to do a showcase on Wheel of Fortune.
Huh?
For $11.95, I like the home computer.
Okay.
For 13.54, the canoe.
All right, that ought to be fun.
You're right. It was Price is Right. But
yeah,
they did used to do sort of.
Well, like Wheel of Fortune would always have like, oh, the Jeep that we're giving you, like you could win from the. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
But anyway, it's
but
great.
this was much more showcase showdown. Like
It was.
Ooh,
The
this
fantasy.
dinette set. Yeah.
Let's show Elvira exactly what she's inherited.
This is the silly wink, wink, nudge, nudge
Oh yeah,
that I love.
it's very clever in its writing, in its tone of what it's doing, and all of the above.
Yeah. Do you know you were going 50 and 45?
No, but if you hum a few bars, I'll fake it.
No, if you hum a few bars, I can fake it. I gotta get a new joke.
This road trip.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't talk about her
my
car.
God, her car. The macabre-mobile.
It should be the macabre-mobile.
Well, I'm sure that's what it is.
Macabre-mobile. With the barbed wire around the rear view mirror. And the tiny steering wheel that's a chain.
With the chain.
But it was like small.
Yeah, sure.
It was like a go-kart steering wheel. Tiny. And her license plate that just says kick-ass.
Yeah.
When that hot dog just falls on her tits. Oh, no. There was so much like, the insert shots were great. Like
Yes.
there's a lot of just like,
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's also where the directing, while great, I'm also like, I could have been a little bit more artful.
Yeah.
Even though I love it. Maybe not.
Maybe not.
Maybe that's the joke.
Maybe it's perfect how it is.
Right? Like, that's the joke, is partially just that it's just like, and then it's a really obvious insert shot
Right.
to, oh no, this hot dog fucking my tits, like, that's...
It's like a Russ Meyer film. Just like tits and ass, you know what I mean? Just like, oh no, the hot dog, playing off of those tropes.
That's true.
Of like a faster Pussycat Kill, which is like, oh, and my tits.
Yeah, exactly.
Just spilling out.
Lots of tits.
Lots of tits. She's in control of her own body.
She is.
And I appreciate it.
Exactly. And that's what's nice about it, is that, like, it kind of brings up a lot of this ideas of like, oh, well, if she dresses the way she wants to dress, and all of
like,
these men are like
asking for it.
Right,
like,
exactly.
It's that dynamic.
All of these men that like, oh, you said she was a nympho, like this whole thing of like, oh, I'm gonna, she's a slut because she dresses with her cleavage out. But
Whore,
no.
slut, prostitute, no! Woman of the night!
Concubine, a streetwalker, a tramp, a slut, a cheap whore!
But then she's just like, no, fuck you can't treat me like this.
Yeah. She's always in charge of herself.
Absolutely.
She is a bitch in the true sense of the word.
Yes, being in total control of oneself.
Of herself.
Of herself.
And I do love that she is just in full drag at all times. This is very Tuong Fu. Like, and I'm on this road trip and I'm in drag. And I'm going to bed and I'm in full drag.
Oh my God.
I wake up from like sleep and I'm in full drag.
I'm in my mid-dream wake-up
routine
scene. Oh, well.
Full drag.
The hair spread out.
Oh my God, this wig, this halo of spidery hair. I mean, I fucking loved it. The sight gag.
Oh my God, it's so good.
So good.
Just hair. Oh.
I'm taking a bath after being like covered in oil. Full drag.
Full drag.
It's great.
I took off my night mask. I'm still in full drag, even though I have protection like Poirot around his mustache. And
right? Oh my God, right? Or like massive head wound Harry, just like keeping it tight.
Yeah. I'm sorry I'm late. I forgot where you lived.
Oh my God!
I was thinking, because there was a certain point at the very end in her show, she like runs through, her show, yes, we'll talk about it. But she runs through herself, and I was like, ooh, a shirt that was just like the makeup of Elvira's makeup would be pretty great.
Like your Bianca shirt.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like the Alyssa shirt, but with just Elvira makeup.
Rick, I mean, yes, get on it.
Yeah.
There's your task. I'm excited about it. Yes, this octopus wig behind her was, I loved it.
It was so good.
And Algonquin.
Oh, gonk.
Now what am I gonna do with you?
I will say, I don't think I really enjoyed the makeover.
No.
It almost felt like animal cruelty.
Right.
It was right on the edge of animal cruelty.
I'm sure the animal's fine. The poor dog is fine, but like...
making a joke, it wasn't. But like, it was...
Well, and he did not seem to enjoy it. Because he had a lot of opinions.
He did have a lot of opinions.
And a lot of shape-shifting.
Sassy. I could have used a few, they didn't have the money, but I could have used a few more, or if it started talking like Salem the cat.
Oh my God.
Now, she could have used a Salem the cat.
Ooh. No, because she's the sassy bitch, though.
But like, to be sassy with her?
Maybe.
I'm not mad at it. She needs a sounding wall.
Yeah. Because then she could be real sassy back.
Yeah. When she's like alone in the house.
Mm-hmm.
I also liked her remodeling and painting the house outfit. Where it was just these like pedal pushers with the side cutouts.
Yes. And all of the boys just like, oh, yeah.
Awooga.
Yeah. It's perfect. Yes. Oh my God, it was so hideous.
Hideous. But not even like her style, I would say. Like, it's all these bright colors. It looks like...
But like bright pea green.
Yeah, I was...
bright, like,
orange
purpley
and pink and like 70s gross colors.
Yes.
And I was expecting it to be like, oh, and now it looks even more gothically haunted.
Right, isn't it more macabre?
Even more, something. I didn't expect it.
Did I send you that supercut of Alex Trebek saying genre?
Yes, you did. Genre.
Genre. This genre.
A genre category. This genre of art, this genre of novel, this genre of game, this alliterative genre, this fantasy genre, this spooky genre.
Bob's movie theater sign.
Oh my god. That's not how you spell matinee. You have an extra E. It's not. Or is
That's
it?
what she says. No, there is 2 E's.
Okay, I thought so.
She tricked you.
She was wrong.
She was wrong.
Yeah.
But that's what she tries to claim.
She just had to get that E off so that she could be holding it so that it looked like how to fuck.
Really made me
And
laugh.
then she falls into his arms.
Oh.
See, that's why it's just like he slowly makes her fall in love with him.
Okay.
At first it was just convenience. He was the only non-rapist that was attractive. And now it's like, oh, but actually he seems like a good companion.
Sure.
He's a good sidekick.
He's her second banana. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
He's there.
Also, maybe
for her pleasure.
Maybe he gives real good dick. Who knows?
He gets real good head.
Oh, Bob. Bob. Oh.
And this is when we meet Bullet Bra.
Oh, yes. Peggy?
Patty?
Patty.
Oh, I can't pick a favorite moment, but I do think one of my favorite moments was at the picnic when...
Oh, that scene is gold.
When Kurt Fuller's like holding up a sausage and he's like, does this remind you of anything?
Remind you of anything?
Does this remind you of anything? And then he just puts the taco shell in there. Oh! I got too excited.
I think it went back in though.
It did. I think I saved it.
Yeah.
Shoot! Must have screwed it up when they substituted the Philandra with some Hamburger Helper.
Oh, I knew I should have substituted the Philandra for the Hamburger Helper.
We should have had the wine in a crock pot.
Oh, I did love that puppet.
Oh yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
It was good. It was very like dark crystal labyrinth-y.
It did feel that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, or like Deadly, the Muppet, with the blue Muppet, the blue. I do love Patty, if in fact that's her name. I apologize, I've only seen
it is.
I think that's her name.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna call her Bullet Bra. When she's spying on them and she's behind the curtain in the movie.
Oh my
theater,
God.
it's just the tips of her shoes and then the tits. Loved it. But then we get to her performance at the movie theater. She's got her chaise lounge up on the stage and all the teenagers have shown up at midnight. Oh, doo, doo, doo.
Oh my god, the sneaking out was so silly. I love that he jumped over the fence with his socks on into the puddle. Why?
It's stupid, but I think it was like to make less noise. And then he landed in a puddle.
But like, are you gonna make less noise jumping? Like,
In
to
socks
make less
versus
noise
shoes.
leaving the house? Sure.
I think it's done.
Yes.
On purpose.
Sure.
I think that was the point.
Right, like, oh, they don't know because they don't sneak out of the house. They're all good children.
Exactly. And she's up on her chaise lounge, screening Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Oh my god.
Which is a real movie.
I love that. That looks
Very
insane.
excited. And then Return of the Killer Tomatoes, the sequel, has George Clooney in it.
It's crazy.
As all of the straight-to-DVD reboxes will show you. Like, he's barely in it. It's like, feature, starring George Clooney. It's great. I love when they do that. Cutting Class, which is like this old 80s horror movie with Brad Pitt. And he's certainly in it, but like not,
He's not the lead.
He's not, but he's of course on the cover. Yeah. Brad Pitt starring Cutting Class. Talking over the movie and everyone's having a blast. I mean, this I was like, yes. Like, where was, this is the equivalent of going to see like Rocky Horror at midnight.
Exactly.
It's sort of that turning point where you go like, oh, this is either the greatest night of my life and I'm now going to like pursue this avenue of friends and jokes and etc. Or, oh, I don't like this, I'm going to go the other way. Like,
but they all seem to like it.
It's a crossroads. No, I'm just saying, like, in one's life.
Sure.
Seeing Rocky Horror at midnight is a crossroads.
Rocky!
Janet! Dr. Scott! Rocky! Brad? Dr. Scott! It's good.
Well, and then this was funny too, where it's just like, oh, and then this is what I ripped off, inspired by Flashdance.
Oh my god, this Flashdance parody, this was just the Holoslay number with Rue and Michelle.
Absolutely.
I mean, just like...
she's doing that.
The insert, this was so good. Ha, flip, ha, flip, ha. I mean, it really, this kind of humor just really gets me. Like, it really tickles my fancy.
And in this moment, I think God is real.
The overt.
Yeah, because
it's like nonsense.
Well, I feel like a lot of this movie is film humor.
Yes.
And also
third wall humor,
yes.
and sort of like self-aware meta.
Exactly,
you know? Yeah.
Exactly. And then the other half of it is like, my tits are huge, aren't they? Isn't that funny sexual innuendo humor?
Yes.
Which is also fun.
Yes.
You know, how's your head? No complaints.
I mean,
mixed with like, oh, let's talk about fucking, Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Like, yes, all of this together, and like a Flashdance reference, like all of it's just like, what? But yes.
Yes. I mean, I did just realize that Michelle and Rue are just Elvira.
Yeah.
Like the combination of them. It's really
It is
like
kinda
as
like,
if they
yeah.
split Elvira into two.
Yeah.
You know, a drag queen
That's
and
true.
a drag queen.
I think that's probably why they get along so well.
Yes.
And how like amazing Elvira is, then that it's just like one person.
Mm-hmm. She's all encompassing.
Yeah.
I mean, and she looks, I can't state it enough, the same.
I would be very excited to meet Elvira.
Oh,
but
yeah.
like specifically I would want it to be like in a context where I could have like at least a few minutes to kiki.
Yeah.
And really be like let's hang out.
Can we talk about Attack of the Killer Tomatoes? Because I want to like get into it.
She would have opinions.
Cool.
Obviously.
I feel like we'd get along. I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here's to my big opening.
I mean,
Here's to my big opening. I mean, forget it.
Don't light a match.
What's that perfume?
What's that perfume you're wearing?
Super unleaded. Don't smoke.
So quick commercial break, and we'll be back with more Mistress of the Dark.
I was just thought of, because he kept saying Master of the Dark.
Well, yes.
Which is, I guess, the opposite of Mistress.
Right.
But then I kept thinking of like Mastress.
Mistress of the Dark.
Mattress of the Dark?
Oh, what's that?
I mean, that's the porn version.
Yes.
Elvira, Mattress of the Dark. Yeah.
I mean, this is well, it's not really its own porn version, but you know,
it's pretty
on
G-rated.
It really is,
Like
even
in
though
all
yes,
the
there's
grand
innuendo,
scheme,
but like
it's very much PG.
Sure.
Maybe 13, but like not really.
PG.
It's PG. Like they don't really cuss.
No.
There's no nudity except for extreme cleavage. I would like that in the trailer.
Extreme cleavage.
Extreme cleavage and innuendo. Well, and this sort of delayed gratification of, it's a trope of these kind of those 50s movies, right? Like, oh, and then we were about to kiss, but oh, like something in
Sure.
oh, yeah. But like Bob keeps turning her down. And I don't really know why. That's why I was like, what's up with Bob?
Because he's such a prude, because he's grown up in this.
I guess, but it just didn't, I don't know, it didn't come off as gentlemanly so much as like, I'm not interested in women.
Well, here's what I will say.
Okay.
Is what I've read into this plot line.
Okay.
And we haven't even talked about the whole, I don't even know if it's a B plot. It's really kind of.
It's sort of the A plot, but we haven't talked about it.
Oh, they really course it out. It's like this whole long thing of like, well, at first it's just her getting to Massachusetts.
Right.
And oh, she's a hussy.
And the reading of the will.
Well, and then we get the reading of the will, and it's like, oh, you've inherited this house and all of that kind of stuff. Just like, well, how am I going to get value out of this? And then it's not really until halfway through the movie that they reveal this whole thing of like, ooh, the book, and what's going on.
Right, Uncle Vinny really wants the recipe book.
Yeah, and he's kind of evil seeming. But so...
Seeming?
There's this whole kind of subplot of like, almost as if the town is under a spell of puritanicalism.
Sure, yeah.
And it seemed to me almost like he had control over the whole town.
Right.
And was I like spelling it. Because
I like that.
Once she defeats him,
yeah,
they're all like, oh my god, we were
love
crazy.
You're
so
crazy.
sorry we tried to burn you. Like, you're not.
Sorry I tried to burn you yesterday.
Sorry that I set you on fire and everything, and I hope there are no hard feelings.
But you know what I mean? Like, it was like all of a sudden they're like full switch.
I like that.
So to me that was
I wish that was slightly clearer, because that solves a lot of my like, what's really happening? And
Wait. This is gonna sound crazy.
Okay.
But a lot of this movie, plot-wise, is incredibly similar to Halloween Town.
Of course you're talking about Halloween Town.
But it's so true.
I thought you were going to say Tu Wong Fu. Because I feel like there's comparisons to be drawn there as well.
Sure.
Oh, we're road tripping to a town that we then breathe life into.
Right. Yes. And that's also kind of the same, though, with Halloween Town.
Sure, yeah.
But more so in Halloween Town, where it's like, oh, she finds out that she's actually a witch. Yes. And she has to defeat the warlock who wants to take control of the town and who's been, mysteriously, like, manipulating people and has his little henchmen. There's a lot of similarities. And I wouldn't be surprised if whoever wrote the Disney Channel original movie, Halloween Town...
I mean, it must be a gay man, right?
Oh, I would hope so. And also has probably seen Elvira many, many, many times.
Yes, I love this.
But yes, but it had that same kind of,
I love that.
Yeah. So her power is slowly wearing off the spell because she's the mistress of the dark.
Oh my, but we have to talk about the flashback of her. Oh my God, baby Elvira. This also seemed like child abuse.
Oh my God.
Potentially. I'm just kidding. This baby in full drag.
So stupid.
Not here for toddlers and tiaras, sort of here for baby drag. With the consent of their parents.
Yes. Oh, it's Halloween. Guess what I turned my toddler into?
Yes. Please, someone with a baby. Put your baby in full drag as Elvira and send us a picture.
Oh my God.
Dear God, please.
Dear God, please. That'd be so good. Also, baby drag Winifred.
I love all these like fabulous witchy cunts, right? Like Halloween cunts.
Bunts.
Halloween bunts as drag queen babies.
Yes.
This went to a weird place.
A weird place, but I love it.
But she's remembering that, something, her past, because she says at the beginning, like, oh, I was in an orphanage, right?
Yes.
So she doesn't know who her parents were or anything. She's discovering things about her past, and then she finally opens the rest of people like, what's this? All these, oh my God.
Oh, look.
Adrakakosero. Koserol. Oh, casserole.
Yeah, it's a casserole. Great.
That sounds great.
What's that? She has all these like funky ingredients, all the worms and everything.
Yeah. Here it is. Etrasiba.
And this casserole that she makes looks absolutely disgusting.
But then when she puts, Cheez Whiz and crushed chips on it.
Kettle chips. It was like barbecue kettle chips.
Like, sit fun. I was also just like, why didn't they just eat the chips?
Just eat those chips.
I mean, she had to create a monster, that's why.
He is supportive. I love that he's like, what did you make?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll help you defeat it.
So, yeah, he's just down to clown. He's like, well, we will fight demons together. See? She falls in love with him over time.
Sure.
He's a supportive partner.
I still think he's kind of boring, but
he is pretty milquetoast.
He's very milquetoast, but sure. But we've made it to the picnic.
Oh my God.
It's my famous Tic Tac Pie.
Oh, I see.
But Edie McClure's face. I could watch this for days.
Yeah.
This is get those nuts away from my face. That's what this is, and I love it.
Yeah.
I see you've made your famous Tic Tac Pie.
And this, like, True Blood Maynard orgy scene was basically what it was.
Should we go back and rewatch the first few seasons of True Blood?
Not until after we've done Dantes Cove.
Oh, I mean, yeah, fuck True Blood. We have to do Dantes Cove.
Hotel Dante.
To the Hotel Dante.
Welcome to the Hotel Dante.
I still haven't seen past the second
We should have been doing this for Shocktober. Just in a month of Dantes Cove. No, next year is Shocktober. Get excited about it. And then it's all culminating. Well, she's, since we're in Massachusetts and the Salem witch trials, there's statutes that still stand. If anyone's accused of spell making or witchcraft, or they say some extra words in there. It was like, spelling. It was like, where?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I do.
Well,
now I like
witchcraft.
I like that joke. That if you're spelling.
Oh, sure.
Like a loophole.
Uh-huh.
Like, Edie McClure comes up, well, how do you spell, like, whatever? And then she spells it out, and then they're like, ha-ha! You've been arrested for spelling!
Spell making. Yeah, whatever. That's stupid.
Witchcraft.
I mentioned it, but I don't think you've had the chance, because why would you add this to your priorities list? But you haven't watched New Faces of 1954.
Not yet.
Oh my God.
I want to, though.
Okay, I'll explain it for all of you because you're welcome.
Yeah.
Stumbled across this gem. It's just called New Faces. It's on Amazon Prime for reasons unknown.
Yes.
But it's the 1954 one specifically where the New Faces included...
Are there other versions of New Faces?
Yeah, exactly. I guess it was like a running variety show.
This is the only one that's on Amazon Prime.
I believe so. It's Eartha Kitt.
Love it. Paul
Lynde.
Love it.
I think a couple other really famous people. This is where we get her Santa baby. C'est si bon. C'est bon. Un grand Cadillac car. Then there's also a number. There's just a full Lizzie Borden musical number. No, you can't chop your mama up in Massachusetts. Massachusetts is a far cry from New York. It's so stupidly weird.
It feels like something that would be in Bathtubs Over Broadway.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Which you should also watch.
Yes. But anyway, so New Faces, it's on Amazon Prime, and I
put
highly
it at
recommend
the top of my list. Let's do it.
I mean, it's silly weird.
I'm ready. Love it. Love it.
Yeah. But anyway, that's what made me think about when we were talking about Massachusetts and laws and Lizzie Borden and
But back, yes, Elvira, Mistress.
So yeah, so they lock her up.
They lock her in jail for spell making.
For witchcraft.
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 They've never seen her perform any witchcraft.
Well, no, I mean, it's all...
I mean, I guess what is witchcraft?
It escalates quickly. Like, I was like, oh, she's in jail? Oh, they're burning her at the stake? Wait, what's happening? Exactly. Like, I was like, oh.
But then what I'm saying is there's just not even, like, any evidence that they produce. It's just like, oh, she's guilty of witchcraft. There's no
trial. There's no, like, it was just like, you're in a cell, now we're burning you. Like, there was no...
I mean, that is
which accurate to historically. Yeah. But I was definitely like, what?
Yeah.
They're burning her?
Burn the witch! Do you smoke?
Burn the witch! Guess we'll find out soon enough.
Town square, yeah, burn her! We hope she burns. I mean, it was like intense, and then there's like the Girl Scouts just like roasting marshmallows. It was pretty wacky schmacky.
It was dark.
It's the eclipse of the moon, and that's the time when Uncle Vincent could become all-powerful master of the dark.
This was so silly. The kids drill into her cell, but they're on the wrong one, so they all fall into the cell next to her.
Good thing, because they would have killed her in that cell.
I guess
they all
fell
like the ceiling collapses and 4 basically adults fall into the room. She would be dead. Thanks for trying, guys.
Sure.
I have the power!
And then she is kind of just running away, I guess.
There's a series of running away moments.
Yes.
Well, Bob tries to stand behind me or whatever, and he gets knocked out. The dog gets pushed away. So Elvira's on her own. Over when she breaks the cemetery gate with her boobs.
Oh, yeah.
Rowan made me laugh. Like, her tits are impenetrable.
They're super tits.
Loved it.
Yeah.
And then she goes to the army surplus store and she's like Rambo Elvira and like, I love all the costume changes. Like they're variations on a theme, but I love them.
Yes. And then this whole like, house fight. And she throws her shoe and it pierces his forehead and
well, and he's progressively turning into Emperor Palpatine.
Oh, absolutely. Fully Palpatining.
He's Palpatining, yes.
Yes. He keeps, the hand is grabbing her, and then the axe comes and slices his arm off.
Cuts his hand up.
She gets the ring back.
Yeah. Give me a hand. I mean, it was all very silly.
Yeah.
And she defeats him. All is well. The spell over the town, I like it. Yep. Is broken. And this was weird. Bob is a neck brace.
Oh my god.
Of course, and the dog does too.
Sure, yeah. But then he can't speak.
Well, I mean, I guess they were trying to do like...
It was almost like he was...
It was very nasal.
So what did the insurance guy say?
I guess they were trying to say he was choked, so his voice sounds different. But it wasn't I was choked, my voice is different. It was it was like a weird like, but Elvira, what do you mean? Like it was very, it was very Nutty Professor, like Jerry Lewis pre the transformation. Like, well, thank you, Miss Purdy. It was like weird.
Oh, Miss Purdy, I'm terribly sorry.
Gosh, Elvira, I'm sorry.
I didn't know what the joke was.
Nope.
That's what, like, I'm here for that joke.
Sure.
If it's like, oh, I thought you got hit on the head or whatever, like, or like, wasn't your hump on the other side? Like, here for that joke.
Yeah.
But this was like, what? But it's still funny. What hump? What hump? You've seen Young Frankenstein. You haven't seen Young Frankenstein? Why wasn't that on the list? You guys, you could have voted. Oh my god! Holy shit!
Then she finds out that now that her uncle is dead,
Yes.
she inherits everything that he had.
Also, that insurance money on the house.
Well, no, because it didn't cover acts of demons.
That's right.
So what did the insurance guy say?
My policy doesn't cover acts of demons.
But she got a bunch of money from her uncle.
Yes.
So now she can fund Vegas, baby. And then we just got to, I mean, this show, I'm so freaking here for this show.
Oh my god, the dancers, the like devil go-go dancers with these like little short shorts but dressed like devils, and they're just like worshiping her, and it's like, yes, and these costume changes and all of it. I mean, it did look weird. The first shot of her.
Oh, it looks like they projected her onto
It looks like they green screen or rotoscoped just her face into the shot.
I think it was just the light.
It may
was
have just
so
been the
dark.
light, but it was very odd.
It was.
She's just
the wings
slowly
and the...
losing clothing.
Oh
And
yeah.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
The rapping wasn't great.
No.
So you better stand back and like emotions. It's a heart attack. Really wake up with a swelling in your pocket, make your eyeballs drop.
At a certain point, it become. I mean, I know it's 1988, but it turned very Fresh Prince. It like became 90s somehow. Or like I guess 88, like Run DMC or whatever. But just something about it like shifted. It was like, oh, the whole movie we were sort of in like a nowhere place with nowhere time line. It was sort of just like vaguely American.
And now it's
and
real
it was
dated.
Like, oh.
Yeah.
Suddenly, I mean, I guess the Flashdance part.
Well, that's
kind of dated it too.
Well, but Flashdance is forever.
It's forever. But it was just like stuck out a little bit like a sore thumb.
That's true.
Oh,
Yeah,
now she's rapping.
Well, and like the sound mix wasn't great either, and I don't think she was particularly a great rapstress.
Yes.
So.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Rapped her?
No.
No. Rapped her? No.
But I mean, kind of yes. But yeah.
The show with the, I mean, all the costumes and the backstage.
Well, then at the end, these thinker,
these
muscle men.
Yes, I mean, they look like Rocky.
Yes.
Like Rocky. You know, just like they're coming in, they're in deep shadow. Yeah. They don't matter.
No.
It's all about Elvira.
Yes.
But we can still see
but
that
there's
they're
still muscle men
very
surrounding
muscular, attractive.
Yes.
Just like Rodin.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
It was good.
Yeah, what?
And her pasty twirling.
Oh yes, I'll do the right boob, now I'll do the left
Apparently
boob.
she learned like at 14 on like a bikini with like, or something. There was like a whole story about like how she hadn't done it in years and years and years, and then they decided, well, that's something I can do, so like let's add it into the movie. And she was like, it's like riding a bike. But I did like that she was just like, oh yeah, just bringing it back.
Just shake the tits. Muscle memory.
It was great.
I mean, I have a feeling she's done it once or twice since. It also reminded me of Bye Bye Birdie.
With the
little fez hats.
It's definitely the weirdest part of that movie.
Weirdest. That's why it always stuck out to me as a kid, because I was like, what's happening now? And I feel like my parents for a little while wouldn't let me watch that part. Why? Because it's like kind of sexualized. I don't know.
It's vaguely rapey.
Yes.
Where
she's like being tossed around between all of these men.
Sort of like this club of men.
Yeah.
And it's like kind of scandalous. Like, oh well, I'm going down to the Fez Club, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going, that's, and everyone's sort of, and then just to sort of be like rescued.
Yeah.
It was vaguely like,
yeah.
I don't like this.
Yeah, it was like taking a virtue. It was, so I don't know. I just remember like, that's not appropriate for 6-year-old Andrew.
I mean,
8-year-old Andrew,
I think you'd
whatever.
be fine, but sure.
I mean, eventually I was.
There's worse things.
There are worse things I could do. No.
Not yet.
On its own.
So, yes, I'm so happy that you guys voted for this and I got to watch this movie finally.
Yeah.
I kind of waited. I knew we might be doing it, so
Right.
I didn't like pre-watch it because I wanted to be surprised. Fabulous and hilarious and
I mean, it certainly holds up.
It certainly holds up. Can't believe I hadn't seen it before.
I think the only thing is I wish that John Waters had directed it. Because that would have taken it to like the next level.
John Waters, get Ricki Lake in there.
Oh my god. Oh.
Thank you for bringing this into my life.
Yeah.
Yes. Cheers to Elvira.
Cheers to Elvira. Mistress of the Dark.
How's your head?
I haven't had any complaints yet.